Hi. I am so late. I am so sorry. And I'm just laughing because it's one of those things where if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Because Mercury is determined to just make the biggest mess on its way out. So yeah, right now, Mercury retrograde, it's ending. It ends this afternoon at like 3:15, 3:21 Chicago time in the afternoon. Yeah, Mercury finally starts moving direct. So right now, Mercury's standing still. It doesn't like standing still. It's a little zippy thing. It doesn't like standing still. So it's all mad. So anyway, here we are. Hello. Welcome to the Black and Orange Daily Political Tarot and Astrology live stream here on YouTube. I'm so discombobulated. That's where I am. That's where we are. We've got a fantastic community. We've got amazing people who keep us safe. And all the questions are in the description box. So you can always go down and pick and choose if you're watching on replay or watch back on 1.25, something like that. And 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. I'm glad you guys like this. He didn't have any white on him, but it kind of reminds me of my Nick, my black cat Nick. His mother was a purebred Siamese, and his father was a big black alley cat. So he was a black cat with just a tiny bit of white on his stomach, but he had a Siamese face. It was so beautiful. He was 4 months short of his 20th birthday when he had to go. When he had to leave us. I had him from when I was 15 until I was 35. Love that cat. Anyway. All right. Was he chatty? A little bit. But mostly he was my buddy. I mean, I'm close to Boo Boo. You guys know that. I love Alfie. But Alfie's he's naturally a little more standoffish, which is fine. Boo was like, he's more of like a baby. But Nick was my buddy. But anyway, I wish you could have met him. Anyway, okay. All right, moving on. Oh, good kitties. Oh, and you guys were talking about, I think it was Ricky who said about Sarah, my friend Sarah, who was here helping earlier. Bless you. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, thank you. Was saying, joking that she's the one who shot JR. Walked out in handcuffs and what have you. I thought that was in the early 80s, like 82, 83. No, that was the 79 to 80 season. She wasn't even born yet. So anyway. Cindy says, if you're that close, give Nick the 20th. I don't know what happened at the end there, but anyway. All right. Well, we've got all kind of interesting things to read on today. And, Ricky says, and the star of the show, the inspiration behind all Sunday comic strips, Boo Boo's and Kitty. He is the precious. He is the precious. Yes, he is. Okay. Oh. All right. So let's do the thing. All right. Trump's a liar, and we know that. And he did it again. 4 minutes, 30 seconds in. In April of this very year, Trump filed financial forms to run for president. Part of his, In July, he amended those forms. He amended those forms. Really? Why'd you need to amend your forms, Sniffy? But he amended those forms in such a way that change the worth of, let's say, some of his business entities. For instance, you know the plane, his plane he flies, are Trump Force One. It's owned by what he calls TAG Air, TAG. I'm guessing it's Trump Air or something. But anyway, TAG Air is what owns and runs his jet. In April, he listed it as being worth less than $1,001. There's a plane? There's a plane. Look, I know everything that Trump touches turns into a, excuse the term, POS, but there's a plane. Okay. Oh, nails today have little hearts. Here. Hearts. Yeah, there's a plane. So saying that that business is worth less than $1,000, do you have eyes? Yes, then you can see plane. Exactly, Azalea. The parts would be worth more than that. Yeah, Cindy's asking, are you kidding me? In July, it's suddenly, the TAG Air suddenly worth $25 million. Shocking. Analysts think that Trump was scared that AG James in New York would use the first filing as evidence that he's still submitting fraudulent paperwork, therefore cannot be trusted to do business in New York. Yeah. Will she ultimately use that original filing to show Trump has not changed at all? Is Weisselberg still in prison? So I wonder who's the guy doing the books? We know it's not somebody honest. He's so on the defensive. Who is he on the defensive? Incoming. Much legal stuff. It is a felony around and find out. And he is very much in the find out stage. Moon, chaos. That would be saying one thing, saying something else here, saying something else there, saying something else over there, saying something else over here as far as valuations go. Sitting pretty because I'm really rich, he says. Look, it's a thief card in the middle. A King of Cups, which could very well be Biden's DOJ. People at the IRS. Could be James. Knight of Swords, aggressive law enforcement. So I would say, why, yes. Exhibit 8,322. Yeah. It's just chaos. I'm sitting pretty, but it's just a shell game and just, ugh. Thief card. And this would be people going after him. So, yeah. Yeah. Joe Eliza says that interview was his latest confession. Oh, I think that's on here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's on here. Yeah. That's true, stars. Everything he says is a lie. Yeah. Lilibel says Weisselberg has been out since April 19th. Oh, okay. So I guess he's back at work. Is he back at work or did he retire? Because if he's back at work, what are the chances that he's doing what he did before? What are the chances? Earth Yogi says, but he is facing more charges. Wow, I really am out of a loop on that one. All right. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah. All right, so at 10 minutes in, we have a couple of questions about interviews he's given. There's the Megyn Kelly one we're looking at next, but this one, in an upcoming interview for Meet the Press, why are you giving this man, you're taking over Meet the Press, and your first interview is going to be with blankety blank blank blank? Really? Okay. But in an upcoming interview for Meet the Press, Trump insists he does not worry about jail time. No, he doesn't. He says, quote, "I'm wired differently," unquote. He doesn't worry about jail. He doesn't worry about jail time. I'm wired differently. I don't worry about jail time. Is he delusional enough to think he will escape sentence? Or does he actually believe he could handle it? Exactly, Earth Yogi. Yeah, poor people, problems, and thoughts. Exactly. Okay. Delusional, narcissistic, you're just lying. Mm-hmm. Well, he doesn't think he'd be put in a prison. Hello, salty chip. Justice card. Ding, ding, ding. King of Wands. That's Trump the man. Ace of Pentacles. Star. Yeah, I'll get special treatment. Six of Pentacles and King of Cups. Oh, yeah, I'll get special treatment. I'll get special treatment because when I or the other Republicans put Biden in prison, he'll have to, well, he'll know that he has to tread carefully. A bunch of delusional. But I'm not going to be treated like one of the little people. I'm a star. And Biden better watch out. This guy is, wow. Lilibel says Weisselberg is referred to as an ex and former CFO, so perhaps not. Well, for his sake, I hope he retired. Barbara Odom says he believes he will escape. Inmate number Revolution Ricky says Trump will be in prison before Hunter Biden will. Actually, there's a good chance Hunter Biden's going to escape. Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups. Two of Swords. Two of Wands. Oh, wow. He's telling himself the country will explode. The MAGA people will go crazy if they try to incarcerate him. They make that decision. He's okay. Now, this seems just like stupid, delusional garbage, and he lies so much. But this particular kind of lie plays into his narcissism, where he is the center of all. But you have someone who's a real full-blown mental health professionals coming out of the woodwork to say, excuse us, then the narcissism is real. And to him, of course, he's going to get special treatment. So, now the question is, 15 minutes in, is Trump actually going to get special treatment? Is Trump going to get special treatment if / when convicted of many felonies? Question mark. Yes, just like, oh, that's right. MAGA uprise, yawn. Lisa, yawn. Hellflower 1 star says 45 is already getting special treatment. He's getting some, but 9 of Cups. There are 91 felony charges. 91 felony charges. That's nothing to sneeze at. 91. Death card. Oh, he's going to be disabused of that notion. Yellow. Oh, so cute. Don't put the kitty. Okay, sorry. I'm an adult. I can handle it. 6 of Pentacles. Tower. You are toast. You are toasted on both sides. You are, oh my gosh. Look. This is going to go so badly for him. This is going to go worse than even people are thinking. Because we've gotten, in the past, I've gotten ankle monitors or what have you, but there's some stuff here. It's bad. Seriously, he's having to rely on charity. It's over. All of the money, the buildings, the businesses, the red carpet type. It's done. I like it. Let's do that. So, Cindy says the kitty picture looks like my Nathan. Oh. Ricky says, I don't understand why they indicted Hunter Biden for guns. Isn't he allowed to own one? They're trying to say, okay, let's hold on. 18. Hunter Biden. Okay. And I need to get rid of some stuff down here because there are too many words. This won't save. There, now I can save it. Okay, what's going on with Hunter Biden is this. He had a deal, and that was going to be the end of it. But when he got to court, the judge was like, hang on a second, is this really a deal? Is this the end of it? And the prosecutors were like, well, no, actually, we're still investigating stuff. And the judge was like, no, because the whole point of the deal is we're done here. So the deal fell apart. Okay, so, sorry, you distracted me with Keith Olbermann. Yeah. All right, so the deal fell apart. There was a man who was a prosecutor who was investigating Hunter Biden, but there was all this talk on the right that this guy his hands were tied. He couldn't do what he really wanted to. And so Merrick Garland came out, and we covered it live here, came out and said that he's a special prosecutor now. He doesn't need me. He doesn't need me to bring charges. And the statute of limitations runs out at the end of the month. I mean, literally in a couple of weeks. So if this guy doesn't bring charges before the end of this month, gone. Whole thing. So he has decided, probably under a whole lot of pressure of Republicans, to bring charges against Hunter Biden. Here's the thing, though. He's not bringing tax charges. The IRS has kind of got that taken care of, plus he paid what he owed them. He owed them $2 million in back taxes and a whole lot of fines. But he paid it all. And when it comes to the IRS, in general, of course there are exceptions, in general, they just want your money. And they want you to pay all the fees, all the late fees. And he did. So, and of course, right now the right, they're going nuts because they're complaining, and Glenn Beck and all these jerks, they're all saying this is appalling that they're not going after. The only thing they're going after Hunter Biden for is something that does not blow back on his father. So Republicans can't use these gun charges for Hunter Biden. They can't use it against the big guy, against the president. So they're furious. Okay, so what is he actually accused of doing? All right, well, he filled out a piece of paper when he bought a gun. And the question was, do you use illegal drugs? And he said no. Now, there's debate about this because he had already been through rehab once. He wrote in his autobiography at the time, he admitted around this time period he was using drugs, but it's hard to nail down when exactly. And unless I'm mistaken, found out that he had this gun. He got the gun. It was unloaded. I guess it was unloaded. So either he didn't buy ammunition or he never loaded it. He had the gun for 11 days. And people are usually only charged for, they're rarely charged, but if they are charged for saying they don't take drugs on this form, and there are charges that come back against them, it's usually because it goes back to that gun was used for a crime. Gun wasn't used for a crime. And they can't prove when maybe he thought he was clean. Maybe at the time he was. Maybe he signed it in good faith. Then on top of that, the NRA, from what I heard, the NRA is backing Hunter Biden. And there is a judge who has put the very law that Hunter Biden is supposed to have broken is saying that, that's going to appeals right now because there is a judge who has said that whole thing is unconstitutional. So if the appeals court comes back, they could say that what Hunter Biden's being charged with is no longer a crime. So the right is complaining bitterly about this. And what happened with I don't even want to say their names. Some of those scum of the earth jerks who were abusive to women, more than one, who ended up kind of skating without having to completely fulfill sentences or getting what they really deserved. It was because it came back to they had in earlier situations, they had agreed to a deal, which meant they turned over information. Well, the deal fell apart. So then if you're trying to use that information later, the judge can say, you can't do that. You did not get that information fairly. I'm chucking, unless you've got something else, I'm chucking this case. So, yes, Betty Cantrell, they cannot prove that gun charges. So I thought I would just let you guys know that that is what I know of it. And the whole thing might just go poof. And it does not. It's no kind of even potential legal liability for President Joe Biden. Yeah. Ooh, Lola Bell says Hunter has Mars in Aries in the 10th house. Well, Mars is happy in Aries. It rules Aries. 10th house of status, career, prominence. Thank you, Lori Love. Knight of Swords. Yeah, Republicans, go after him on a gun charge. Go ahead. We'll wait. Lola Bell says he will fight this. Yeah. Gunbird says Hunter's already admitted to having a gun. He bought it legally from a gun store. There we go. Star says, thank you for explaining. Oh, thank you for being here. So, 6 of Wands. Oh, yeah, you got your charges, your indictments. Oh, far right. But you're going to be able to, how much money can you make off of this from the suckers? 10 of Swords. 4 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. There's no major arcana. There's no major arcana here. And yes, I mean, does this look good for the Biden family? No, but you don't have a raging drug addict in your family and have your family look pristine. Doesn't mean it's Joe Biden's fault. Man's an adult. Hunter's an adult. He made these choices. So, exactly, Sharon Rice. So unless they had some kind of test or he got arrested within 24 hours, how can they prove any of it? Yep. Oh, Julie says, you got the same pattern on your bedspread. Oh. Thank you, Gina's Place. Thank you. So this is just meh. But, oh my gosh, are they lying about it on the right? Oh, man. I tried to make Burisma something it isn't, and man, okay. So, what's going to happen with Hunter? No, sitting pretty. Oh, holier than thou. 7 of Wands. 8 of Cups. 6. Sorry. Don't look at the mirror image of the card and try to read Roman numerals. 6 of Cups. They're on the defensive. Prove it. Whole bunch of smoke and nostalgia. It's a happy Cups card. And Cups are it's the left. It's the Biden family. It's Joe Biden, Hunter Biden. Yeah, it's just Yeah, they keep trying to throw stuff in, hoping it'll tank Joe Biden, but they've got no proof, and this case sounds weak, but the cards are saying it's a whole lot of meh. So, yeah. Okay, 30-30. Oh, yes, the Megyn Kelly interview. She's, I wonder what she's going through, because, I mean, none of us are getting younger. Ain't that the truth? But Megyn Kelly does not look healthy, personally. That's not good. Anyway, and oh my gosh, her body language when Trump was across from her. She's wearing a skirt, so her legs were showing. But my God, she had her legs crossed. She was like this the whole time, with her legs firmly crossed. They didn't move. Crossed. Defensive? Anyway, because he loves to hear himself talk, Trump also met with Megyn Kelly and proceeded to confess to the charges against him in the documents case. Oh, yes, he did. He noted he took them. He said he refused to send them back because they were, quote unquote, his. No, they weren't. Analysts are stunned that he basically gave Jack Smith a confession. So will this interview with Megyn Kelly come back to bite Trump? Stars, old man Trump was sure looking at those legs. Yep. Yep. There's so much. Around here, you know how often I quote Joyce Vance. Everywhere Trump goes, he turns it into a crime scene. Yep. Oh, yes, Carol Langstaff says Trump kept playing his imaginary squeeze box during the entire interview. Yeah, the monkey with the symbols. Yeah, anyway. 7 of Swords. Thief card. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, he says the Presidential Records Act gives him everything he would need. It says he can take the stuff. He could take those documents. Okay. And apparently, who was saying earlier? I'm so sorry. Who said that? I guess it was Olbermann, but Olbermann's not the first. Who said somebody needs to sit Trump down and explain to him what the Presidential Records Act actually is, which is that all of the records of basically everything that the president does get put into a library. The Library of Congress or whatever, wherever they store them. That's it. There's no. Anyway, Ricky says more like an accordion. Well, yeah, but he's really stupid, like a monkey with the symbols. It's kind of a one note. It's an accordion. It's kind of a one note thing. Discordant. All right, so I've got a thief card here. I can do what I want. This is the Dynasty card. Both Page and King of Pentacles. It's mine, and I had people moving stuff around, And TikTok, enjoy it while you can, because you're going down. Wheel of Fortune will raise you up, but when you are up, if you do not contribute to the world, it will bring you back down, and it will bring someone else up. And if you are particularly heinous, when it brings you down, it will crush you underneath, and then it will bring you back up again to give you another chance. So, all right. Next, we've got Thread of Hope's question at 36 minutes in. Thread of Hope says Dems are once again fighting for the workers of America. Senator Warren and Representative Sherman of California are sponsoring the nationwide Right to Unionize Act, which will allow all workers to negotiate the best contracts and conditions for themselves, even in right-to-work states. Will we see this pass in the next 5 years? They've been trying to pass it through since 2017, but who was the president? Who was in charge of Congress? All right, Right to Unionize Act. My gosh, this energy, it's like whiplash. Whoa. Hello. Wow, there's like sunlight and oh, goodness. All right. This is nice. We should read on Democrats more often. All right, justice. Legal. This this get caught up in court for a long time. 6 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. All right. There are people really suffering. And there's a whole lot of financial inequality. For all the talk of the way Republicans talk about the 1950s, or even, heck, even going back to Reagan, for all they talk about the good old days and you know that rich people and corporations were paying much more in taxes back then. The CEO of the company, their wage compared to the average in their company, it wasn't 400 times as much. It was 4, 6. I mean, it was something reasonable instead of the craziness we've got now. But mostly what I've got here, I've got legal wrangling. This, states' rights, and this would be in the courts forever. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. I mean, you'd think it would only go to court if they pass it, but there's some ugly energy under this, and people willing to spend a whole lot of money to make sure this does not happen. Yeah, Sharon Ann, wealth disparity is the biggest problem. The GOP uses race and other divisive topics to divide us. Yeah. Sharon Rice says it might have been as much as 10 times. Yeah, but it wasn't what it is now. And look, I know I have a very quiet life, and I don't make much money. Fair enough. But looking at Jeff Bezos, I wouldn't want to be on his yacht. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near him. And that whole lifestyle just seems vacuous to me. I mean, I can understand if somebody wants, has a nice house or wants a nice house, especially if you work at home and, but what's with the yachts? I don't get the yachts. That's just me, but I don't get the yachts. I don't get I don't get any of that. But all right, well, there's a part of it, it's why my personal, and it's only my personal belief. I don't expect anybody else to do it, but I'm not Catholic, but I do believe in tithing. And Sarah was saying yesterday that one of the reasons that is they're always evangelicals or religious people who went after, Harry Potter. They went to the Pope when Harry Potter got big, and they were saying, is it all right for our children to read about this? It's got witchcraft in it. And Pope was like, it's a story. It's not real. It teaches about good versus evil. It's fine. But they're all up in arms, and and Twilight and all this stuff, vampires and work of the devil, and you can't even have Halloween. It's the work of the devil, right? You'll notice that the Mormon Church doesn't have a single problem with vampires. None. Zero. Why? Because Stephanie Myers tithed all of that Twilight money. All that huge amount of Twilight money, 10% of it, or however much it was, poured into the Mormon Church. They're fine with it. Thank you very much. But anyway, I just believe that as I succeed, it should just automatically help others. So anyway, that's just me. Okay. Yeah, the satanic panic, Elizabeth B. Yeah. Uh-huh. Man. So, all right. Like I said, I don't quite understand how it would end up in courts if it doesn't pass, but it's just a huge legal mess, and that might be the arguments that people are making against it. It's just going to be a mess trying to get the Right to Unionize Act passed and enforced. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be passed. I'm just saying all I'm getting is legal mess all over. So, all right. All right. Yes, Visualize 70. Oh, Lordy, save us from all of these vampires. Nosferatu. Anyway. Mitt. Oh, Mittens. Oh, Mittens he's done. He's finished. He's had enough of all of us, the plebes. Hello, Melody. So Mitt Romney. So Mittens announced Wednesday that not only is he retiring after his Senate term concludes, but that others need to do as well because of age. Please keep in mind, anybody who's new around here, I've read so many times on Mittens, and Mittens is unlike any other politician I've read on. I've never read on somebody who was so perfectly content. He has his money, he has his power, he has his family, he has his church. He is a successful white man in a patriarchy with some real ugly racism shot through. He just, and his blinders are not even, they never slip. Never. Never, never, never. His energy is just completely placid. It's crazy. Oh, Marby, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. So anyway, maybe not so coincidentally, Mittens has a book being released in October where he spills the tea on his GOP colleagues and says which ones he believes are really crazy and which ones he believes are faking it for the MAGA votes. Since we know he isn't coming back and he seemingly doesn't care about the bridges he lights up on his way out, will we learn any more dirt when the book is released? Yes. And for those of you who don't remember, the head of the, what is it, the head of the RNC? I think that's her. I don't know what her title is. Anyway, don't forget, she's Mittens' niece. She is the daughter of Mitt Romney's older brother. Just throwing that out there. So as he's setting bridges alight as he's leaving, I wonder what that kind of position that's going to put her in. I don't care enough to want to read on it, but just a thought. So Mittens' book. Yeah. Oh, new puppy. Norma has a new puppy. And a kitty. Two of Pentacles. He doesn't care. Doesn't care. He's fine. His world is fine. There are bad things happening in the world, but he's fine. Eesh. King of Swords. Oh, he's got some sharp. He's been sharpening that sword for a sword. He's been sharpening that sword for a while. Oh, there are some people on the defensive. Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups. And Two of Cups. I don't think it's going to, it doesn't feel like it's going to be a whole lot more than, it's not, I don't know that we're going to be shocked. I don't think we're going to hear something that we're like, no, that person is really just doing it is really just acting crazy to make money from the MAGAs. I never would have thought that. No, we know. I've got, he's been sharpening his sword for a while, but this is weak. And we just kind of keep on keeping on. Blah. Okay. Oh, yes, Electrostorm. Same guy who strapped the dog to the top of his car. Yeah, I try to forget that. So, goodbye, Mittens. I don't know what to say about him. He's not going to learn. He's not going to widen. His horizons are not going to widen. What you think you know about Mitt Romney is what he is. I'm glad I don't know him. That would... Clem says it's sad they all get a conscience when they quit, once they quit. I don't think this is a conscience thing. I think he just, I can say what I want now. Yeah. There's so little drama in his energy. It's infuriating because the amount of damage that he's just oblivious to. Anyway. Eesh. All right, moving on. Okay. So we go from the stupidly placid to the stupidly crazed. You gotta be kidding me. Moon card. 51 minutes in. You are joking. You are joking. Does anyone recall? Alex Jones had a $1.5 billion judgment against him. And it was wonderful to see the sentencing happen, because Alex Jones decided to go live on his... He wasn't there for sentencing, but he went live on his show to react in real time to his sentencing, as the amount of money he owed to the Sandy Hook families, it just mounted and mounted. Hundreds of millions, went up to $1.5 billion. Since the $1.5 billion judgment against him, Alex Jones has not only not paid anything to the Sandy Hook families he's tormented, but his personal budget has increased by nearly $20,000 a month. Oh, there are levels of scum, and then there's whatever is underneath the scum. Will these families get the funds they deserve? Jeannie says he sure was nice to look at in his prime, just saying. I'm guessing you're talking about Mitt Romney and not Alex Jones. Yes, Hilda Flores. The mold. There's hope, though. Oh, gosh, I feel so badly for those families. Greta's asking, why can't the court seize his assets? I know. Is it still... Did he have any success with appeals? Is it still going on? I don't know. I haven't been following that closely because there's so much else going on. But lovers, the MAGA faithful to Emperor. Oh yeah. He's a loon, and his followers love him for it. 10 of Wands, burden of the far right garbage he spews. 2 of Wands, yes, spewing that garbage. Tower, yes. He will be held accountable. I think didn't he file for bankruptcy, and that slowed things down? Something like that. But boom. This is where he's been. But he just started making stuff up. Heinous, hurtful, vicious stuff. And he will have to pay. But the delay is really infuriating. Darren says, hurt children? Seriously? What? Wait, what? Oh, we're talking about mistreatment of children. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna... keep on keeping on. It's bad enough. Alex Jones. So, Alex, hey. Elizabeth B says it's absolutely outrageous this coward is still on the loose. Yeah. But his personal budget, the money he lives on, has gone up $20,000 a month. How many of you would your lives be improved? How much would your life be improved if you had $20,000 a month more than you have now? And you would never do something like what Alex Jones did. Queen of Wands. Yeah, he's still got people buying his stuff and listening to his garbage. Knight of Pentacles. High Priestess. And Knight of Swords. Yeah, they're coming for you, dude. He's trying to play games. This is a money courier. Moving money here, there. Oh, it's this and that and blah, 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 blah. Trying to keep things hidden. Secrets. No. Knight of Swords. Aggressive law enforcement. Just a matter of time. And it couldn't happen to a bigger jerk because it would be hard to find a bigger jerk. Eek. Okay. Let me see what else I've got here, because I think I've only got time for one more question today, but I will roll questions over to tomorrow. All right, I'm going to read on Glenn Bird's question, because this poor Glenn, he asked these questions about Ukraine, and then I just keep running out of time. I want to make sure. Okay, 57 minutes. Glenn Bird has a question. I want to read on it. Ukrainian forces are gaining ground against Putin's reinforcements. Yay! And defenses steadily. Yay! Yay! Is the goal of the MAGAs to shut down our government in part to disrupt war supplies to Ukraine? Oh, I just got to chill up my spine. Yeah. MAGAs shut down the government and hurt Ukraine. Infuriating. King of Pentacles. Oh, MAGAs, Republicans. We made money, and who cares about anybody else? Ten of Swords. Yeah, the atrocities going on by the Russians. Ugh. Yeah, Temperance. Five of Swords. 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Bless. These are angels. Angels over Ukraine. Trying to help. Would MAGA cut off or shut down the government to defund Ukraine? One of the reasons they would. But I'm not getting much success here. These are things keeping on. Or if something does happen, it doesn't last long. This is... The energy feels like if it happens, it doesn't last long. The cards keep saying, nah, just no. For what it's worth. And I ask repeatedly on these questions, and when I keep getting the same answer, yeah, I'm just happy families, Ukraine getting what they need, us being happy about that. Yeah. And Russia goes down, and we don't have to put our forces on the ground. like in Afghanistan or Iraq. Anyway, all right. Hello, Pam. All right. Well, anyway, that is going to do it for me for today because I've been on for an hour, and I'm on for an hour every day. Every single day, 365 days of the year. And next year I'll be on 366 days of the year. And I've been on every day 40 years. So anyway, me and little tuxedo kitty here, and the very, very good Boo-Boo-San kitty back here. Oh, the kitty. We all hope you have a wonderful day. It's 1:29 p.m. here in Chicago. Thank you for your patience with me today. I ended up dumping soda everywhere. So, yeah, anyway, but we made it through. We made it through. And you're not alone, and we are in this together. And there are good days ahead. There really are. All right. And we're going to watch court cases together. We're going to watch Trump just lose over and over, one way or the other. Even if they're not live, we are just going to watch fascists lose over and over. And there are other good things in the world too, and friendships that we make here, and just so much good in the world that we are a part of. All right. So hang in there, and I will see you right back here tomorrow. All right. Take care.